Let's see, Clayton, Pablo here, Val's here, Michaela excused, Tom, Kelly, Piper is excused, the rest is here. All right. Now, last time we talked about Peaks Group. And I also have a survey sent by Michaela's group. I thought you guys were doing cleaning services.
No, we were not.
What were you doing?
Housing options.
Okay. Now some of the questions make sense. Okay.
Yeah.
I talked to you again. You should tell me, man. I'm old.
I did.
I forget things. It's not Alzheimer's. And I'm making them a lot of comments based on the assumption that they're actually doing cleaning services. They're not saying that doesn't make sense. When I don't make sense, I welcome that. Tell me you don't make sense. Sometimes because I'm referring to the wrong thing. All right. Let's talk about the, okay. What was the, I called them campus butlers. Let's see. They already did that. Just like you can do Google Forms, you can also do Microsoft Forms. I think Microsoft got the idea from Google Forms to begin with. All right. Now, first things first. Where is this group? I know Michaela is not here today. Who else is in your group? Okay. Are you guys gonna send the survey only to EKU? Or you're gonna do it outside groups? Maybe you can do it through Facebook and stuff.
Make it more broad for more campuses, yeah.
No, you can do it through a campus, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But you could also,
Like a small sample and a big sample.
yeah. Okay. Age group, always collect data on demographics, because there is no guarantee that the demographics that you achieve in your survey is not necessarily the demographics that your market is going to talk to. Remember, you run the surveys on the people you can reach. But the set of people you can reach do not have to be similar to set of people you should be able to reach. But, you know, given the restrictions, you can live with it, but you should also collect data on what percentages you should see on set of people that you should be reaching. You know, example, people who actually have close to full-time work are probably more likely to use cleaning services, right? But if you send this to EKU and most of the responses that you get are freshmen and sophomores, I mean, you still get some other people, but not enough. That's going to skew your results. It's going to look like as if your product doesn't have that much demand. You're basically biasing your results. That's why you should always ask, you know, otherwise observable demographics. Things like age, whether they live on campus, off campus, student, faculty, or staff. Maybe that's another thing you should put in. And definitely income levels. I haven't looked at all of it yet, but as a general way of looking at it, because we have statistics on those. Okay. You can always get an age distribution in Kentucky. You can get some sort of income distribution in Kentucky. What percentage are in which groups? Question number 3. I mean, let me do this for myself. Faculty. 5564. Would you be interested in cleaning in a cleaning service coming and cleaning your space. I mean, I'm gonna make this statement to be funny a little bit. How are they gonna do the cleaning without coming? Okay? But that's the supposedly the joke part. The important part is when you ask a question, people shouldn't be like, "What? What do you mean by that?" Make it clear, okay? Just like writing, if a certain word doesn't have to be there, it shouldn't be there. And the test is simple. If I take a certain word out, the sentence or question doesn't lose anything from its meaning, it doesn't belong there. Would you be interested in a cleaning service for your space? Obviously, cleaning service is going to come and clean anyway, so there's no reason why you should repeat something like cleaning. I'm not going to treat this class as an English class, that's not the point, but English is the main form of communication we have. That's why it should be used effectively, especially in a survey. You don't want measurement errors because potential respondents did not understand your question or they were confused about your question. As I said, there will be people who will simply try to toy with you. Those exist. I am one of them. I admit it. If the survey doesn't interest me, for example, a few years ago, Trump was going to come to Richmond before the election. And they actually sold tickets, not sold, but they were free tickets for the event. I organize, I'm a bleeding heart, Kami Pinko. I organize a lot of my Democrat friends. We actually went to the website, reserved tickets, but we never got them. When you ask a question like number 3, would you be interested in a cleaning service? Yes and no is a minimal type of question you should ask. Because there are different levels of wanting. And wanting is not something that's absolute. If you're offering it for $5 an hour, I definitely want it. If you're offering it for $50 an hour, I'm going to look at the quality of the cleaning. I am someone with some means, so I can afford $50 an hour, provided there is some quality to it. That's why you should ask people varying degrees. To what extent? Okay, maybe you should ask it on something like this. On a scale of 1 to 5, 1 being you don't need someone, 5 being you need help keeping your space clean. Okay? The number 3 would also be something like that. 1 being no interest at all, 5 being I'm definitely interested. So ask for a scale. That's why when you're doing an analysis, you could basically, obviously when you do this in real world, your sample size is not going to be 50, it's going to be much larger. You can do a lot of cuts of sample and see what sort of target populations you have. For example, how do you think Facebook makes money? Advertisements and data. They actually sell your personal data, okay, to marketing companies, and those marketing companies analyze that data, and since they have basically billions of people's data, and they also know what sort of things they look at, based on that, using machine learning models, which are another way of saying AI. Technically, it's not AI, but a lot of that stuff is packaged together as AI. They make predictions about what sort of ads you would be more likely to look at. Then those ads actually are shown to you on Facebook. And if those predictive AI models or machine learning models are good, you actually look at them and you actually buy stuff. And Facebook's predictive AI is not that good. You know, a few years ago, when was this? Yeah, after Trump got to the White House, I don't know, guys. I don't know if you guys remember the Pussy Hat movement, where you had the hats with the cat ears, and I had one of those, and I had a picture of like that as on my Facebook profile for a while. You know what sort of ads I started getting? Gay lingerie. There is nothing wrong with being gay, but I happen not to be gay. And my girlfriend was not interested in seeing that either. I'm sure those predictive AI models have developed a little bit, but that's where they make money. They have a lot of data, and you can basically slice and dice that data. And so if you tell a predictive AI model a few things, they can tell you you're from Minnesota, from Minneapolis, and on my street. And, you know, what was the lingerie habits of your neighbors, something like that. Obviously, that's an exaggeration, but they can predict a lot of things about you, and based on that, they show you ads. Are there any marketing majors here? Okay. I guess this course is being a general business finance elective. One of the key things in marketing is a successful marketing campaign has to have two things at a minimum. One, a good hit ratio. Out of the people that you reach, how many of them you can actually get interested? And the second one is number of hits. Of course, in a place like that, Facebook, the more hits you make, the more money you pay. But if you're able to show your ads only to the people who are most likely to view them, obviously you get a much bigger hit ratio. Because even among people who actually look at an ad, the proportion of people who will buy it is small anyway. So the more targeted you can make your ads, the better is a marketing campaign, or the cheaper is the marketing campaign. Let me put it that way. That's why we ask a lot of different things. Okay, who's gonna tell me a better question than number 5? Or a better way of asking the question number 5?
Maybe like, how much would you be willing to pay?
Exactly, that's probably a better way of asking it. I mean, if you're thinking only providing a $40 service of a uniform quality, that may be one thing. But if you're gonna introduce different levels, even the simplest stuff, there's a little car wash place over there, right?
Like, multiple schools and have that as like a price line, or you could just have them certain. So,
Yeah.
I think either of you would be one.